I went through a divorce last year that nearly destroyed me, emotionally, financially, mentally, but in the end, every sleepless night, every moment of second-guessing myself was worth it. My ex-wife and I were married for 6 years. We met in college, fell in love fast, and moved in together after graduation. I built a cybersecurity startup from the ground up while she worked in digital marketing. We were that couple, brunch on weekends, couples vacations, filtered selfies, and captions about building empires together. I supported her during the early years, helped her launch her LLC, paid off her car, and covered most of our living expenses so she could chase her dream. I didn't think twice. I believed in her. I thought we were a team. Then, somewhere along the line, things changed. She started working late more often. She had dinners and overnight strategy retreats with clients that didn't include me. A name kept coming up, Derek. She swore he was just a colleague. My gut said otherwise, but I convinced myself I was being paranoid. Until the night I went into her gym bag for some ibuprofen and found a second phone. No password, just open access to the reality I hadn't wanted to see. What I found on that phone hit me like a freight train. Messages, photos, videos, intimate, explicit. She called him my man. Talked about being excited to finally be free of me. Said I was just her bank account in the meantime. Nathan is too busy playing tech god to notice I've checked out. He's basically just funding my escape, she wrote. I didn't blow up. I documented everything. Screenshots, backups, files, time-stamped and secured. I hired a lawyer, quietly. I acted like everything was normal until I was ready. When I finally confronted her, she didn't even fake remorse. Just shrugged and said, "Good, then you know it's over." She laughed when I asked if we could keep things amicable. Told me she was taking a house, both cars, half my company, and the dogs. All of it, because she could. What she didn't know was how well I had prepared. In court, she came in like she was walking into a fashion show. Her lawyer painted me as cold, distant, controlling. She wept on cue, claimed I destroyed her self-esteem and kept her from finding herself. Then it was our turn. My attorney pulled out a binder, organized, labeled, cross-referenced. Messages, photos, videos, GPS logs, receipts. Venmo transfers to Derek, complete with flirtatious emojis. Footage from our home security cameras of her sneaking out in the middle of the night. Location pings from hotels when she said she was doing yoga retreats. And the worst part, attempts to access my business accounts. Unauthorized logins, flagged IPs, her device ID trying to download confidential data. The courtroom went still when my lawyer read one of her messages to Derek out loud. "Don't worry, babe. Once court's over, I'll own half his company. Then we're set for life." She turned pale. Her lawyer asked for a break. When we came back, their tone had changed completely. They pushed for a private settlement. We declined. The judge made the final ruling. She got one car. We split the profit from selling the house. No stake in my company. No alimony. She was responsible for her own legal fees. And I kept the dogs. The judge warned her that any more false accusations would be considered perjury. She walked out without a word. No smug look, no parting shot, just silence. That day, I didn't feel triumphant. I felt free. After years of being used and lied to, I had stood up for myself. Months passed. The business thrived. I rebuilt my life. Started working out again. Met someone new. Someone kind, honest, balanced. I slept better. Laughed more. Moved on. Then she emailed me. Subject line, "Can we talk?" I hesitated. Curiosity won. She apologized. Said she was going through a rough patch back then. Claimed Derek manipulated her. Said she missed our life and called me her true home. I almost laughed. I didn't respond. But then came the calls. Blocked numbers. Voicemails full of tears. Said she lost her job, Derek left, and her lease was ending. Just wanted 5 minutes. I sent a single formal message. All communication must go through our lawyers. There was nothing left to discuss. A week later, I ran into one of her old friends at the dog park. She didn't even know we were divorced. Apparently, my ex had told everyone I cheated and ruined the marriage. I calmly told the truth, showed proof. Her friend just shook her head, told me people had warned her not to burn that bridge, that I'd been the only stable thing in her life. I didn't feel happy to hear she was struggling, but I did feel something like peace. For so long, I thought her betrayal meant I wasn't enough. But I finally realized it was never about me. It was about her. Her need for attention, control, validation. No amount of love or support could have filled that void. She torched everything. And when the smoke cleared, she was alone. Me? I've got my dogs, my business, my peace. And for the first time in years, I can breathe,